Newton's third law of motion. Sir Isaac Newton was a 17th century English physicist who discovered three laws of motion. Newton's third law of motion states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. In other words, if object A exerts a force on object B, then object B also exerts an equal force on object A. Notice that if the forces are exerted on different objects, they will not cancel each other. The third law can be used to explain rocket propulsion and the recoiling of the gun. Here are some daily life situations to illustrate Newton's third law of motion. When we walk on the ground, our foot pushes against the ground backward, that's action force, and the ground in turn exerts a force on the foot, that's reaction force, pushing the foot forward. When a man jumps from a diving board, he pushes the board, which is action force, and the board in turn pushes the man forward in the opposite direction, which is reaction force. Birds, while flying, push the air downwards with the help of their wings, which is action force, and the air in turn exerts a force on the bird in the upward direction, that is reaction force. Here is an experiment which proves Newton's third law of motion. Materials required: 2 spring balances of different least count, an iron stand fixed on a table. Procedure: arrange the stand. Take 1 spring balance. Note the least count of the spring balance. 5 divisions is equal to 0.25 n. That is, 1 division is equal to 0.25 divided by 5 is equal to 0.05 n. Fix 1 spring balance to the stand. Now, take the second spring balance and attach it to the end of the first spring balance. Pull the second spring balance away from the stand. As you pull the spring balance, you will feel that the spring balance is being pulled back. Both the spring balances will show the same force. Repeat the process. The 2 spring balances will continue to show the same forces. Tabulate all the readings. So we can conclude that when the second spring balance exerted a force on the first, which was the action force, the first spring balance also exerted an equal and opposite force on the second, which was the reaction force. Action and reaction forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Action and reaction forces act on 2 different bodies at the same time, so they do not cancel each other. Hence, Newton's third law of motion is verified.